It's time for Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Now let's have some fun. Here is your host, Johnny Radio.
Yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day. We got all kinds of NBA action. We had NBA action last night. Sorry I failed you on the Clippers, but it really wasn't me that failed you. It was my kinfolk, Mr. James Harden. My man couldn't hit the broadside of the barn. My dude is terrible. We'll talk about last night's game. We had some interesting things go down. You had the Timberwolves just flex and show you that they own the damn Suns, bro. That defense is ridiculous. Holding Phoenix to 93 points, 42 points in the second half. The defense from the Timberwolves is legit. Pacers and the Bucks, man. Rob Parker, y'all ever listen to The Odd Couple, by the way? It's on after Bryant Dacus' show and Brett Norsworthy, following the 3 to 6 segment. I'm glad I happened to be listening to Dacus going into their show because, man, he was all up on the Pacers. He was like, take the Pacers. It's a lock. And then they were like, oh, you're telling the people to bet. He's like, I'm not telling the people who to bet on. He's telling you who I bet a fortune on. And the Pacers got there, so thank goodness I was listening to him. I didn't win that Clippers and the Mavericks ball game. Clippers just couldn't get things done, but it was still a really good night because I also got a little tip from a birdie last night. A good buddy of mine called me up and was like, bro, take the Predators.
I could have told you that. Preds looked good game one. I knew they were coming game two. On the road, though, big win for them.
And that was huge. And I mean, y'all know I'm not a hockey guy, but...
Did you watch the game?
Well, I was switching back and forth a little bit just because it was, I put a huge... Not huge, but I did a really fat 2-game parlay with the Pacers and that hockey game. And so, yeah, I was paying attention to that because I was kind of looking out of one eye at the Clippers-Mavericks game.
Playoff hockey's a different breed.
Playoff hockey is a different breed. But again, also that Nashville Predators team is different. Did you see how few shots they took? That's the most defensive-oriented hockey team I've seen in a while. They just would keep the ball on the other teams. Sorry, you're right. They would keep the puck. Thank you. I did do that. They would keep the puck in Vancouver's goal area behind the Giant, but they would just fight back and forth and not even try to take shots on goal just to keep the damn puck away from the other team. It was interesting. Predators got there, so I was happy. I need to open up whenever I get a tip. I guess I could post these things to Twitter. I don't know why I don't. I'm not a very active tweeter. Have you noticed that?
You're not.
I will retweet every once in a while, and I like to like things.
X now, though.
Yeah, X.
I don't know what you say for X, though, because Twitter is like a little bird.
Tweet.
But I don't know what X is, just a letter.
I know what 3 X's are. Death? Really?
I'm just trying to get something different.
Oh, okay.
Did Zach run away by doing that? I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, Zach's gone. He's like, wait a second. I got to head out of here. I got to get to church and take care of my girlfriend, bro. Got to get her something to eat. Got to go get my pray on. Got to get ready for tonight's action and pray that we win 2 basketball games tonight. But it's also not just a lot of basketball we're going to talk about. We got basketball. You know it's the draft tomorrow. So today is draft eve. I'm a fan of the draft. Are you? Well, I'm actually a fan of day one of the draft. And then I just kind of like to keep my eyeball on everything that's going on Friday and Saturday. You know what I mean? Just kind of catching eye, ooh, look who they got. Oh, look who they got. But it's really the first day, and then the second round ain't bad. Don't get me wrong. Second round ain't bad either. But, man, once you get everything going, it gets me fired up. I love me some draft. We're going to talk about the draft a lot, and we're going to talk about some teams that I feel like This is where the general managers are going to be making or breaking their team. And if you think to yourself, John, I mean, the draft, you're like, the draft is good, but like, who are you bringing back? What veterans did you go get? No. The draft is huge. It changes the fortune of teams so fast it's not funny. All you have to do is look down in Houston and look at the difference that C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson made last year. C.J. Stroud made Tank Dell and Nico Collins superstars. By the way, did you know that Houston also got this guy named Stephon Diggs? So they brought him on. So, yes, one draft can change the fortune of a franchise, and the Houston Texans were terrible. Do you remember going into last year? I remember a lot of people saying that DeMeco Ryan shouldn't take that job. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
They will not. There's no way he can succeed down there. Look what they've done to these other coaches' careers. Look what they have. Their team is terrible. Bro, C.J. Stroud changed the whole trajectory of that organization. They got out from the Deshaun Watson debacle. So, again, the draft is huge. And this draft, for some reason, and I know it's because of the offense, when it's a quarterback-heavy draft, and now they're even talking about possibly 6 picks going in the first round, 6 quarterbacks possibly going in the first round. All the wide receiver, the weapons. Like these type drafts, bring your eyeballs to it. But the teams that I'm going to be focused on, and because I feel like they have the most to lose this year and the most to gain. So you either make the right pick, and your team could be totally different next year. You screw this one up, and you're fired. And I think the number one team you have to be looking at is the Chicago Bears. Of course, they have the number 1 overall pick. They got that from Carolina. But let's not forget, they have the 9th pick overall. They also have a very high second day option there, sitting there, just stared them in the eye. They've got 3 extremely early picks. And, let's not forget, this is a team that's got a pretty damn good defense. They made some good adjustments last year. They finally brought in some weapons. They are getting better. You have these picks, and Caleb Williams, right now, if you didn't know, it's $20,000. You have to lay did you know you have to lay $20,000 to win $100 to bet on Caleb Williams being the number 1 overall pick?
How about that?
Did you see that?
A lock.
Who has got $20K just to throw out there to make $100? Like, damn, I saw those odds and I was like, man, because I don't feel like it's that. I mean, I feel like the Bears are going to go Caleb Williams. Poles the other day said he 100% knows who he's going to pick. He says, but you're going to have to tune in to find out. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. But we know that Caleb Williams is probably going to be that dude. I'm pretty sure he's going to be that dude. But again, they have also early second and the 9th overall pick. What are they going to do? They could change the fortunes. I feel like that means, ergo, if you can really change the fortune of your franchise, you have pressure on you. And Caleb Williams is a stud. But do you know how quarterbacks fare in Chicago? Do you know the Bears in the history have never had a 4,000-yard passer? You heard that right. I'm talking about a season. A quarterback has never gone to Chicago and thrown for more than 4,000 yards or thrown for just 4,000 yards. And never have they had a quarterback throw 30 or more touchdown passes in a season. I want you to think about that. Chicago has never had a quarterback throw for 4,000 yards or 30 touchdowns in a season. It is 2024. They've been throwing the rock around the yard for a long damn time. So I don't know. Caleb Williams might be that dude. He might be that dude. And again, I want to hear from y'all. Hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin. Text and listener line at 901-360-8255, 901-360-8255. Sissy's Log Cabin. You know life's too short for ordinary jewelry. Let me know what you think. Is it a slam dunk for Caleb? Again, the thing that gives, like, his game, like when I saw him, and I'm not saying this dude ain't bona fide superstar. I mean, he took over as a freshman in Texas. Spencer Rattler looked like terrible. Texas is up 21-0 on Oklahoma. And then Caleb Williams comes in and rumbles and stumbles and bumbles and like stiff arms, runs for like a 60-yard run, throws some bombs. Oklahoma storms back behind Caleb Williams. Touchdowns, touchdowns, touchdowns. OU beats Texas in the Red River rivalry. And guess what? Caleb Williams basically ended Spencer Rattler's, quote, Heisman candidacy in his time in Oklahoma. And he went to South Carolina. Now, I think Spencer Rattler has a chance to be a decent NFL football player. He's gone through a lot of adversity. He's a lot different. He's grown up as a man. Like, he was the hottest prospect coming out of high school. He was arrogant. I don't think he did a lot of the things he was supposed to correctly in Oklahoma. Lost his job. Had to take a licking. Goes to South Carolina. Has to play SEC defense with a terrible offensive line. And yet he was that team for South Carolina. I mean, he's got the tools. I don't think he's definitely not a day one pick. Second, third, fourth, whatever. Spencer Rattler. But I bring that up is because I'm talking about Caleb Williams. He did dethrone him. He also became what I would consider the first college superstar quarterback. And I mean, realistically, I mean, he was doing the Dr. Pepper commercials. He is out in California. He is making bank. Everybody knows Caleb Williams. And man, let me tell you something. Caleb Williams knows he's a superstar. I mean, he's had some of the craziest. He's had the craziest, in my opinion, one of the craziest pre-draft few months. Like, this is the time you put your best foot forward. He has gone about it and done it like nobody else in the history of the world. Caleb Williams is coming out of USC in college, and do you know that it's the day before the draft and he doesn't have an agent? Did you know that? No. He's like, I don't need an agent. My dad's going to be my agent. Because I know his dad is just so well-versed in all the things that go on with contracts in the National Football League and how it's supposed to work. I mean, damn, he's your dad. He stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. That's a hell of a little bit of a problem with me. So your dad's going to get in the messy business of the business for the football team that you're supposed to take over the face of the franchise. I don't know about you, but I'm a businessman, and I'm looking at a situation where I'm thinking about bringing on this very talented individual. I'm not hiring his daddy. I don't want his mommy and his daddy to come to work with him. I don't want to talk to his mom and dad. This is business, man. What can you do for me? I don't need mommy and daddy. So daddy's going to be in his ear hole. Oh, man, they slighted me. They only offered this. Man, that's just, I'm sorry. I don't think that's a smart way to go about it. And again, y'all can just say this is just because of me. The whole pink fingernails and the pink phone and him being on TV and being all just, like, that's just him putting out a very weird vibe for somebody who's supposed to be a leader of men. I don't know. Now, maybe this military we have now, but because we have some dude wearing a dress now, which, again, I don't get that either. Who puts somebody in charge of a military, a dude that wears a dress, thinks he's a chick? I don't know, man. Usually I don't want my military people to be mentally ill. But that is also another red flag for me. You're going to be in a very, very masculine locker room. This ain't La La Land. This ain't USC. These aren't kids. These are full-grown ass men with families and kids and responsibilities and bills. I don't know how that's going to fly. Then there's also the whole thing about, damn, let's not forget what the last 6 games looked like for Caleb Williams. And and everybody out there is like going, oh, it was the offensive line. They were just so terrible. Bro, that offense was supposed to be great. Do you remember what they were ranked at preseason? I didn't hear a whole bunch of people saying how terrible USC's going to be. I mean, look at the preseason rankings. Look how they started out the gate. Did the offensive line get a little banged up? Yeah. But who's running around holding the ball for 7-8 seconds? That would be Caleb Williams. Don't do that in the National Football League. Do I think that he is one of the best backyard football players I've ever seen? Yeah, but so is Johnny Manziel. Peyton Manning wasn't running around, and he was sure as hell effective. Tom Brady wasn't either. Now, do I love the Lamar Jacksons, the Pat Mahomes, the people that can do Randall Cunninghams, the Mike Vicks? Do I love people who can do it with their legs? Hell, Brock Purdy last year, let's not forget what he did in the playoff with his legs. Little man can run. It's a great weapon to have, but the most important thing is getting the ball to your playmakers. And Caleb Williams can do that. He can play, hopefully, within rhythm. I think you can teach him that, but again, do you trust the Bears organization to actually develop him? Or are they going to go out there and try to... Like, do you remember how good Russell Wilson actually was when he played within the system of Seattle? When he was handing the ball off to Marshawn Lynch, and they were the Legion of Boom, and they were playing defense, and he was just asked not to lose the damn football game and make a few plays here and there, pick up some big first downs, maybe with his legs, or improvising. That is a recipe for win. But once you started letting Russ cook, guess what happened? That team went terrible. It's not how you win in the National Football League. Unless you're Patrick bleeping Mahomes. But let's not be real. I mean, let's be real. Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and that offense and Travis Kelce and the weapons they put in there, and when Eric Bieniemy was there, I mean, I'm just saying they have an offensive system that is built around this guy. Are the Bears going to build a system around Caleb Williams? And is that system going to be him to let him cook? Because if he's cooking from day one in the National Football League, he's going to fail. I'm not so sure about Caleb. I mean, I think he's an immense talent, but I don't know if he's going to have this quite success that everybody thinks he's going to over in Chicago. Again, Jaden Daniels, though, I look at, and I'm kind of curious, who do you think has the higher ceiling? Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels? I say the higher ceiling would be Jaden Daniels. Caleb Williams can run, but he's not a runner. I mean, Jaden Daniels, did you know that he is the first quarterback in college football bleeping history to do what he's done? And that would only be, let's just say Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, I'm sorry, I said Jaden. Only quarterback with 12,000 passing yards and 3,000 rushing yards.
How about that?
Last year, he had 70 completions where he pushed the ball over 20 yards down the field. Now, I know he had Malik Neighbors and he's a stud, but that's 70. 70, and yes, he did win the Heisman. And I know that Caleb won the Heisman as well. And I know Caleb Williams is a good football player, but Jaden Daniels, 72% completion percent from the pocket. My man he's the closest thing to Randall Cunningham since Randall Cunningham. He can run. He don't run like Mike Vick, and he doesn't run like Lamar. He runs a little different. He's a little bit skinnier, but he's 6'5". He's got a howitzer, great touch. He just has a good feel. I like Jaden Daniels. I feel like his ceiling is higher. Thing that scares me about Jaden Daniels if he goes number 2 to Washington, because that organization is run like a complete, like, you know those, what's that show where the dude goes in there to fix the restaurants? Like John Tafford.
Well, that's Bar Rescue, but then
Bar
you
Rescue.
Also have Kitchen Nightmares with.
I haven't seen that one. I just know the Tafford
Gordon
guy
Ramsay.
from way back in the day.
Yeah, Taffer, he does bars. Gordon Ramsay does straight up restaurants.
The Washington Commanders need somebody like John Tadford to come in there and rescue that organization. Have they changed ownership? Yes. Have they changed their coaching? Yes. Have they changed about everything? Yes. They've even changed their damn name. But again, I don't know if it's going to work. Just because they changed a bunch of things, change doesn't always mean better. You got to put the right pieces there to be successful. We'll see how it works, but Jaden Daniels would be a step in the right direction. I just worry about where he's going. And then you talk about another team that has a ton of pressure. The New England Patriots now don't have Tom Brady, now don't have Bill Belichick, now have new coaching, now have new everything. Got rid of Mac Jones. He's down in Jacksonville backing up Trevor Lawrence. And they're sitting there at number 3. So who's left on the board? Do you go Drake May? Do you go JJ? I mean, you got to go Drake, right? I mean, Drizzy, are we calling him Drizzy May?
Sure, why not?
Drizzy May. And by the way, do you all realize that this is the highest draft pick that the Patriots have had actually since 1993 when they took Drew Bledsoe number 1 overall?
Wow.
So, yeah, it's an organization that's won a lot. But, damn it, do they need to get it right? Man, they need to get it right. And then you're hearing also, the whole Minnesota. I get not paying Kirk Cousins all that money coming off an Achilles when you're not quite there. And I get trying to bring in somebody new. But, who really are they going to get? Do they really believe in J.J. McCarthy? Are they Michael Penix? I mean, you're hearing Dan Graziano this morning saying that he thinks that the Giants at number 6 might take Michael Penix Jr. It's going to be a wild draft. We got so much draft talk to get to. I'm telling you, we got draft. We got NBA action. We've got baseball. We got day baseball. That's one reason Dustin Starr's not going to be on the program today, by the way.
Oh, is that right?
Just got a text. He's like, Johnny, I am going live right now at the ball game.
Because they do have a day game today. I forgot about that.
But don't you worry. Don't freak out. Don't fret. Don't stress. Because I have one thing to say about wrestling. Because I found out there's a league called the WOW. Do you know what that is?
Wow.
Do you know what it is? Women of Wrestling. Guess what it's on?
I have no idea.
True TV.
Of course it is.
I'm learning all kinds of things about True TV during these playoffs.
Huh.
I'm telling you. We'll talk a little bit about that, but mostly on the other side of this break, we're going to get into our day baseball. We got the Diamondbacks and the Cardinals at 12 o'clock. If you've been betting against the Cardinals, you're probably making some pretty decent cheddar. Cardinals can't hit. They got 4 players that need to be in AAA. Aren't you a big Cardinals fan?
They just sent one of them to AAA, so...
Oh, good.
Should be happy about that.
Well, at least he's back where he belongs. But we got all kinds of things to touch on, so don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Start your day with Sports 56 Mornings with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 10, right here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better? I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
Some people just know the more you protect, the more you save with Allstate. Because they know insurance math. Like if you protect your home and auto, Allstate can save you up to 25%. So it's like losing money if you don't bundle. Save more when you protect more. Bundle home and auto with Allstate today.
Bundled savings vary by state and are not available in every state. Saving up to 25% is the countrywide average of the maximum available savings off the home policy. Allstate Vehicle and Property Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. Add in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
Hey, Mid-South! Discover your new ride at Gossett Kia on the Pike. You want it? We Gossett with 2024 Kia Forte LXS. 41 MPG Highway, $199 a month, $34.99 due at signing. How about 2023 Kia EV6 Wind, rear-wheel drive, $249 a month. Plus, Gossett Kia's got 2024 Telluride LX front-wheel drive, $369 a month. Both $39.99 due at signing, all 24-month lease. And you'll always find peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile power powertrain limited warranty. So stop what you're doing and call Bobby J, because he's ready to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition P, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE756 120, MSRP 22,320, EV6 P56 03393, MSRP 50,200. Telluride RG5 1041, MSRP 37,935. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2024. Dealer stock only.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy hump day, everybody. Got NBA action tonight. I'm stoked. If you don't know, the Lions are a little bit nuts, by the way. Like, did you see that the Celtics total of 203.5, did you see that the total, how low it was?
I just saw it, yeah.
Do you want to know that that is the lowest total of any game the Celtics have played in this year by 6 points?
Holy cow.
Yes, and the interesting thing about that is you're going to also give the Heat 14.5 in the lowest totaled game of the year. Just by, like because of, like, simple mathematics, it kind of makes me think to myself, damn, I kind of like the Heat plus the 14.5. I mean, that is a low total. But damn, man, the Celtics are awesome. Like right now, honestly, what do y'all think? Celtics, Denver. Now, I'm not so sure about Denver because that damn Minnesota team's looking pretty scary too. But if they were to play each other, two totally different styles, man, I don't know who I'm betting on. I have no idea. Well, the good thing we don't have to worry about that tonight. We got to figure out who we're going to bet on when it comes to the Heat, to the Celtics. And then in the nightcap, 8:30, you have Pelicans and the Thunder. OKC is 7.5-point favorite. That total to 11.5. And if you've been taking the home teams and unders, you're making some pretty good money right now. We'll talk about what we're going to bet in basketball here in just a little bit, but we got to switch gears a little bit because we got some Major League Baseball to talk about. Dacus, your Cardinals are playing this afternoon.
They are.
You still claim them.
Of course.
They're a team that's been struggling, if you know what I'm saying. I am totally confused about this line. I know it's in St. Louis. I know that people show up to Busch Stadium. But Gibson's pitching, and you got Jordan Montgomery pitching. Doesn't the advantage swing huge towards the Diamondbacks?
Montgomery revenge game?
I mean, yeah. And plus, the Cardinals really can't hit.
That's also a good point.
I mean, this is a team. Are they even averaging 2 runs yet a game, like the way they've been scoring this season?
Great question.
They have been absolutely, like, watching them hit's painful. I know one thing. I'm not a believer. I don't think they're as bad as the White Sox by any means, because that's the worst team I've ever seen in my life. But this is a team that scored 82 runs. 82 runs on the season. Do you know that even the White Sox, well, they've scored only 50, but they're only 30 behind the White Sox. The White Sox are only 30 behind them. That is just terrible. You got teams like the Cubs who scored 126, and the Brewers in that same division 117, the Reds 120, 82 Cardinals. Diamondbacks have scored 148. Why is that line even? Like, have you figured that one out?
Nah.
Is that the scariest line you've ever seen? Because I woke up this morning saying I'm gonna have to lay a buck 80 to take the Diamondbacks on the road. And now I'm looking at the line saying, I don't understand what's going on. And the boys in Vegas always like to throw little tricks at you every once in a while. And this just feels tricky. Have you figured this one out at all?
I have not, no.
I saw, and I'm again, there are a bunch of different services out there, but there are some services out there actually that have like units all over the place. Like, throw your unit out there. I got like a couple units on this one. I got a couple units on this one. They're saying that when they end this series, and again, the Cardinals' first game on Monday was bad, but then they did clap back. Like the clap back yesterday. Did you see what the Diamondbacks did after Monday's game?
Yeah, they went crazy last night.
So are people thinking it was 14-1? The Diamondbacks beat the Cardinals 14-1. Or is the logic here that they got all the hits last night, so they don't have any hits and runs left in them today, or
got
something?
All the hits out of their system. How about that?
I mean, you score 14 runs on the Cardinals yesterday at their crib. And then I go back to get and the Cardinals won on Monday. Cardinals did win on Monday 5-3. But today, how the hell can this be even money? I mean, I only have to lay 110. It just doesn't make any sense. Arizona should have a huge advantage with Jordan Montgomery. I mean, Kyle Gibson, please. And Montgomery, hell, his first start last week, he looked nasty, and he outdueled, I don't know if you know this, but Blake Snell. You know what he won last year?
Cy Young, John.
Correct.
He's been bad this year, though. Different season.
Yeah, him and the Giants are not working out very well. Did he pitch last night, or is he pitching today?
No, he's pitching today.
He's pitching today.
Yeah, a 2:30 game. He is. If anybody wanted to know what Blake Snell's up to this year, 3 starts, 0-3 with 11.57 ERA.
Damn, it sounds like you got him on your fantasy baseball team.
Well, no, you know how I graph everything. I
yes, you do.
Everything out, so I have all the starting pitchers down.
Right there in front of you?
Yeah, I'm a lunatic. I know.
Oh, no, help me out.
Oh, jeez.
No, tell me right now. Do you have today's starters all pitching on your little sheet?
I just have the starting pitchers, so I don't have like the starting lineups. But I do.
No,
have
you have the starting pitchers today?
Yes.
Okay, right now, just by looking at your starting pitching and looking at some of these teams, like you talked about, like I don't understand how it is that I feel like they're setting me up, but I want to put a whole lot of money on the Diamondbacks today.
Mm-hmm.
Just because Gibson's terrible and the Cardinals can't hit, and Jordan Montgomery is much better. Revenge game, love it. Giants play the Mets. Now, the Mets have been a lot better than anybody expected. You know that, right?
Yeah.
And the Dodgers, by the way, have been booty. They're not playing each other. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, but like the Mets have been a lot better. They opened up the season. Do you know they started the season 0-5? Do you remember that?
I do. I think won a doubleheader to get their
They've
first
gone
win.
12-6 over their last 18. Not bad. Not bad at all. The Giants, you got Sean Manaea, Blake Snell. Is this a game where you take the Mets plus 115?
Yeah, no, I think I do like the Mets today. Maybe even like a first 5. I don't know what the first 5 line is, but if their money line's plus money, the first 5's certainly going to be plus money.
You trust in Sean Manaea in the first 5?
Yeah, I mean, he's been good this year. And
Manaea.
Blake Snell is not, so it might just be a spot where you're just fading Snell. I don't know how much I trust that, though, because it's still, at the end of the day, Blake Snell, but he's not been good this year. So maybe.
That's a... You know what? I just don't... Man, I think I'm going to have to take the Mets against... I mean, Snell has been terrible. He's the worst pitcher today on your graphic?
Let's see. By far, I think. Let me go one more time. Yeah, no, he's probably the worst. You have Spencer Arrighetti later today, who has an 11.57 ERA. So, but he only has 2 starts.
Talking about the Astros pitcher?
Yeah, he's awful.
Dude, I love the
Take
Cubs
Cubs
today
tonight,
against with Jameson Taillon on the bump today.
Minus 118.
Yes. Dude, man. So what you got minus 18?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Was that
DraftKings?
DraftKings. Yeah, man. Like I got minus 120. No big deal. It's just a little too, but anyway.
It's all about the value, John.
Yeah, I know. Just a little bit more. Mine's minus 120. I like the Cubs today. I mean, I love the Cubs today. The Diamondbacks scare me. I'm thinking about maybe because the Diamondbacks bullpen is so banged up that's what people are thinking, that Cardinals can maybe get to them late.
Sure.
Maybe I should just take the Diamondbacks on the first 5.
Maybe. That might not be. Let's see what the first 5 is.
Yeah, pull that bad boy up because I think that's what we're about to do is on-air gambling.
My internet's Internet's bad.
I love. No. It's not your internet. It's this internet.
Still plus 100 for first 5 money line is what I'm seeing on DraftKings.
You know what? I'm pulling the trigger. Ladies and gentlemen, grab yourself a unit. Pull your unit out and put it on the Diamondbacks first 5. I think that's how we're going to start betting on it when we make a bet. Pull out your unit.
I like that.
I like that too. Pull it out and put it on the Diamondbacks first 5. That's the first one. The other one that we're going to pull a unit out is, I got to say, like, how can you not bet the Mets? And I like the Mets actually for the game. The Giants don't hit either. I mean, we're talking about a team. The Giants and the Cardinals are not very good when it comes to hitting the baseball. I mean, the Giants have done a little bit better. One thing Giants are good is they do play decent defense, though. They do play decent defense. I love it. Mets have been playing. They're like I said, they're 12-6 in their last 18. It's a different team than started, but they have lost 3 in a row. Hell, they were 12-3 at one point. They were rolling. Now, the other games that I'm looking at in baseball today that I really kind of like, and it has to do with pitching, was the Cubs. So I definitely like that. And then I got to ask you one thing: Do you just keep betting against the White Sox, or is this the time?
Yes.
I have been throwing whoever the White Sox. No, betting against them.
Yes.
Just keep betting against them.
Yes.
I've been throwing them in parlays just to add a little bit of value.
How about
it
this,
doesn't matter
John?
if it's minus 200. It doesn't matter minus 180, minus 230. Like, it's adding a little bit of juice. And let me tell you something. It's been cashing like you wouldn't believe.
Sure. How about this, John? You can parlay the Twins, and you can parlay the Braves plus 108. Ronaldo Lopez going for the Braves, who has turned into their ace this year. Was in the bullpen last year, and he's been terrific as a starter this year.
What's been terrific is that Braves lineup that scores run like it's going to. Man, they're doing what the Dodgers are supposed to be doing.
You're right about that.
And Matt Olson still isn't hitting.
You're right about that.
You wait, man, till Ronald Acuna really gets going and Matt Olson gets going. When you got Marcell Ozuna with now 10 bombs.
Yep.
Damn. Like, he's just getting things done, son. Did you see Mike Trout, though, by the way, lead off for the first time the other night?
I missed that, no.
First time he's led off since 2020.
Wow.
And he'd only had a couple bats lead off. He was the leadoff hitter, remember, back in 2012. When he came up, he was bad. His first at bat at leadoff, so it's obviously the first AB of the game, he hit a bomb. Golly, if Mike Trout didn't get injured, how great he's still great. He's a Hall of Famer, but damn how great he could have been. And if he just would have ever played for a team that wasn't the freaking Angels. Do people on the East Coast even watch Mike Trout ever?
No, I don't think so.
Man, there is a good East Coast bias out there, and it should be. Oh, and by the way, don't forget Dodgers tonight against the Nationals. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I kind of like Washington plus the 150 tonight at home. That Knack dude's pitching for the Dodgers, and I kind of like that juice at the house for the Nationals. Dodgers hadn't really been impressing me this year. It's early though. It's a damn marathon, so don't freak out. But we've been talking just a little bit of baseball. Some of the bets that we like. Again, don't forget. The game is getting ready to start. We took the Diamondbacks. It's at 12:15. You got 30 minutes, people, before the first pitch. Pull over if you have to. Don't be driving and texting. Don't drive and gamble. Not good.
No bueno.
But you know what is good? Going to Getaway Sports Bar in the middle of the afternoon at 12 o'clock on a deadgum hump day and watching a little bit of Cardinals. Watching them get beat by the Diamondbacks and drinking some of the coldest beer in town, because Getaway Sports Bar at 4632 Winchester Road has got you covered. They have the coldest beer in town, amazing bar grub, but they got 15 televisions, 6 pool tables, 2 dart boards, and 1 golden tee. So you can play a little golf. Can you spin that jump real well? Can you do your thumb? Do you do the 2 thumbs? Like, how do you do the golden tee? Or do you even know? Like, are you a one spinner? Are you a two-thumb guy?
I'm a one spinner.
Are you a side?
I think I'm a one spinner.
You're a one spinner?
Yeah, sure am.
Man, take your skills out to 4632 Winchester Road. Getaway Sports Bar. Again, 15 televisions, one of the best sports bars around. It's got stars all over the place. And I'm talking about like when I say stars, I'm talking about like your peeps, the kind of people you want to hang out. The stars are on the wall, but the people around you are friendly, fun, and usually gambling and drinking cold beer. So it's always a good time at Getaway Sports Bar. Check them out.
John Paul Skeens, I believe, just gave up his first run of the season.
Dude, are you serious?
How about that? Yeah, I believe so.
Do you know that I saw Livy, like it's weird you brought up Paul Skeens, because do you know who Livy Dunn is?
Today. Yeah, she is a gymnast for LSU.
More importantly, she's Paul Skeens' girlfriend.
Right.
She's also a national champion.
How about that?
And did you know she's also rich?
NIL's been good to her.
She has been an NIL darling, making mad dollars. She's a very, very, very talented young lady. She's Paul Skeens' girlfriend, and she is fired up because she says she can't wait for him to get his call up because she's already got her outfit picked.
How about that?
I bet it's going to be a TikTok sensation that day when she's at the ballpark in her new little outfit. Gotta love the TikTok, I guess.
I guess so.
And the Instagrams and the whatever the hell they put out these things. But yeah, she's prepping for his call up. Can I ask you something? Why hasn't he been called up?
It's a great question, John. It's very weird situation.
I mean, the dude the other night threw 13 pitches that were over 100 miles an hour in 5 innings, and he's the starter again.
Yeah.
He threw 13 pitches, 100 or plus miles an hour, in a game which the man started.
Yeah, and he's not going long in games, and he's mad about it. But they're saying that they're trying to protect his arm. I don't really.
You know what it is?
Really understand it.
Can I just tell you what it is?
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, they're looking around at. I know you right are going to Spencer Strider. They're looking around at Jacob DeGrom. They're looking at all these guys who are hitting triple velos and starting pitching, and they are seeing Tommy John. By the way, that's a surgery and a dude.
Sure.
I don't know, man. I don't know why they haven't brought him up.
I mean, here's the thing, because I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they're having this exact same conversation. And one of the guys said, "Well, they're not bringing him up because they're trying to protect his arm. But he's a young guy." And the other host of the show was like, "But last year he threw 100 and however many innings in college and was fine. He was going deep into games and was fine. And like you could almost make an argument that only putting him out this year, I don't know how long he's going to go today. We'll keep an eye on it. But this year, 3 innings, 3.1 innings, 3.1 innings have been his outings. So he's not going, any further than the 4th inning. And you could make an argument that not pitching him, only pitching him a couple innings is worse for his arm. Trying to get up there and do that. Ryan. And also, this guy said that you go talk to doctors that deal with major league players, they say every pitcher is going to have Tommy John injury. It's just unavoidable at this point with how hard they're throwing. And so you might as well just throw them up there. If it happens, it happens, because it's probably going to happen at some point.
Well, I was listening to Nolan Ryan talk, and he says one of the reasons he believes Tommy John is so prevalent is not only the fact that they are going out there with max velocity, but he says it's because they're not throwing enough.
Well, then that's a perfect argument for Paul Skeens.
Yeah, he says that, you got to remember, Nolan Ryan would throw 9 innings like it was nothing. And then did you know after every single game he pitched, do you know he went and he rode his little bike for 20 miles, get that lactic acid out of his body?
Sure.
My man was in shape. And he's not saying it in like your arm, the long tossing, doing everything to strengthen your arm. But also when you go out there and you throw over 100 pitches, you learn how to pitch instead of just trying to power. And by the way, trying to miss bats sometimes can be a lot more effective than just trying to overpower people. And Nolan Ryan was a dude who is the strikeout king who overpowered many, many people throughout his day. And he was not a soft-throwing righty who was a starting pitcher by any means. I mean, what was it? How many no-hitters does Nolan have? 9 or something?
Yeah, too many.
Like, it's insane. In fact, Google that real quick because it is a ridiculous number. Dude struck out people like it was going out of style, but he says that they're not throwing enough innings. that they're
7.
going 7. I mean, hey, 7, 9. You know what
Same
I'm saying?
thing.
At least I got an odd number.
That's right.
I knew it wasn't 8. That's all I can tell you. I just knew it wasn't 8. It was 7 or 9. But no, yeah, throw a little bit more maybe. Learn how to pitch a little bit more. Don't just always rely on throwing triple digits. But damn, we just had a little bit of a fun segment talking baseball. We got bets. We still got to break down the NBA games, talk about some legacies. So do me a favor and don't touch the dial. We'll be back in 2 Shake Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows, stay up to date with station events, and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
You can't say that.
But it's true.
You just made that up.
No, I didn't. You can get to any Central Barbecue location from anywhere in Memphis in 10 minutes, depending on traffic.
You made that up.
Try me.
Bartlett.
The Summer Avenue Central Barbecue.
Germantown.
Not Memphis, but the Poplar location.
South Memphis.
Downtown.
Olive Branch.
Again, not Memphis, but the South Haven Central Barbecue.
I still don't think you say you can get to there any of them in 10 minutes.
Well, that's why it's depending on traffic.
Hey Mid-South, get to Gossett Mitsubishi Motors Spring Sales Event and get thunderstruck with 43 MPG Highway and 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett for $18,960 or $269 a month, or hit the open road in your 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We Gossett $28,350 or $379 a month, and adventure starts with 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander SE. We Gossett $32,765 or $449 a month. Plus, every Gossett Mitsubishi comes with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, online 24/7 at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 84 months Mirage RH00 5921 MSRP 19460, Eclipse RZO 342249 MSRP 29350, Outlander RZO 43754 MSRP 33765, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roofing. In these uncertain economic times, there are so many things as a contractor and a business owner that I cannot control. The rising cost of materials, not to mention fuel and transportation costs. In the last 2 years, shingle prices have almost doubled and commercial materials have doubled. And I don't have to tell you what fuel costs these days. But you know what I can control? How much markup I put on a project. I have always prided myself in knowing I never gouge a customer. But in an effort to ensure my crews have work and my customers are being treated fairly, I have lowered my profit margin, hoping to give you a price you can live with and keeping my crews busy. So if you need a roof or gutters, please give us a call. Fiveash Roofing, fair, honest, and ethical. Fiveash Roofing, a proud sponsor of Tiger Athletics and a member of the Tigers home team. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
You know our trusted partner TireRack.com for their fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and their great selection of best tires, like the highly consumer-rated Kumo Majesty 9 Solus TA91. But did you know they sell other automotive products? Wheels, brakes, suspension, just to name a few. Go to TireRack.com/Colin. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Make your next grill your last with a Big Green Egg. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Save money on fuel, eating out, and replacing expensive grills that cannot match the flavor of the Big Green Egg. Ready to cook in only 10 to 15 minutes with temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between with ease. Change your at-home cooking experience for life. Go to shop.biggreenegg.com.
Fill your spring with brilliant style at Sissy's Log Cabin. From the latest designer trends to one-of-a-kind pieces to exquisite diamonds, you'll find the joy you need for a stylish spring while enjoying the Sissy's promise of unmatched quality, service, and selection. Experience Sissy's for yourself when you stop by any of our 6 locations or shop online at sissyslogcabin.com. Create the style of your dreams only at Sissy's Log Cabin, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
power source capable of generating 1.21 gigawatts of electricity is a bolt of lightning.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy NFL Draft Eve. Happy NBA playoffs. Happy freaking spring. Got baseball on today. Man, day baseball. Tonight we got hoops. Tomorrow you got the NFL Draft. All kinds of amazing things going on. But you know what else is going on today?
What's that?
Well, today's pretty much your last chance to enter to win free burgers for a year from Mugshots Grill and Bar. It's simple. All you have to do is go and like Mugshots Grill and Bar in Olive Branch. You give them a follow, okay? I'm going to walk you through the Facebook thing because did you know I made my first Facebook post in like years?
Did you really? You
Yes.
can walk me through it. I might get, free burgers for a year.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
dude, $675 value plus there's no purchase necessary. And Mugshots Burgers, you've had them. They have 19 specialty burgers. They're so damn good, it's not even funny. Like, they've got all kinds of toppings. Like, there's one with, like, little guacamole and, like, little onion, like these little fried jalapenos. They got the big kahuna burger with the teriyaki sauce and the pineapple. They got some good burgers over there. But Mugshots, again, you go on your Facebook. Let me pull up my Facebook. Here we go. Ooh, I'm not very good at the Facebook, if you can't
You're
tell.
learning, though. I see you posted on your story.
Yeah, that was my first one in years.
Share the post.
So here it is. So you go to Mugshots. You follow them. It's Mugshots Grill and Bar, Collierville, Tennessee. You give them a follow. And then you tag two friends. Do you know how to tag two friends?
Yeah, you just in the comments. You
don't have to use a hashtag.
That's right.
You just like type in their name and then it pops up and you push their name and it goes like blue on your Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You put two of your friends down. Then say something like, I want burgers or something. You know what I'm saying? And then you share it on your Facebook page and with your friends. And then guess what happens tomorrow morning at the ribbon cutting ceremony at Mugshots at 656 West Poplar Avenue? They're going to announce the winner. And the only people that are going to win are the people who follow, like, tag two friends, and share on the Facebook. Somebody's going to win free burgers for a year. But you can always win things at Mugshots Grill and Bar where they're always having a good time because they have this thing called the Mugshot Burger. Have you heard about this, John?
Yeah, you've mentioned it. It sounds like a challenge.
It is a challenge. It's huge. You finish it in 12 minutes. It's free. Plus, you also get a T-shirt. That's awesome. Check them out again. They also have Mugshots in Olive Branch at 6400 Goodman Road. You got the new one in Collierville at 656 West Poplar Avenue. So cheers to good food, great drinks, fun company. Head on to Mugshots Bar and Grill where you're always having a good time. And the cool thing is, don't forget, Monday through Friday, this is key. Domestic drafts that are on tap up there. You got your Ultra, your Coors Light, your Miller Lite, your Bud Light. Guess what? Yingling. Half price. Half price draft beer. They got big fat daddies. Really, really, really inexpensive. And then they're so nice. They got 4 of their appetizers that you can get snacks at the bar during happy hour, 2 to 6, Monday through Friday, for only $3. You can't get anything for $3. Nothing. I'm trying to think of something that you can get for $3. Do you know when I was a little kid? Because you can't
get everything for a nickel, John.
Screw you. I'm not that old. But I remember when I was a little kid, I would get like $2, and I could go get my mom 2-pack of Winston's and candy for $2 at the store down the street. And I was like 10 years old. It's crazy. I was allowed to buy cigarettes too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But you know, your mom sent you back in the day with a note to the dead gone gas station, man. They're going to sell you them smokes. Don't worry, I'm not a smoker. Unless I'm smoking the lettuce. By the way, Mugshots Grill and Bar, after a little lettuce, let me tell you something. Them burgers are extra special.
Dude, I'm looking at their menu right now, John. Their burgers look really good.
They're so good. Again, head on out to Mugshots. They're open right now for lunch, 656 West Poplar Avenue in Collierville. They're always having a good time. And don't forget to go to Facebook, follow, like, tag two friends, share, and you could win burgers for a year from Mugshots in Collierville. Don't you dare touch that dial. Me and Dacus are going to talk about the Memphis Tigers. They got some news going on, don't they?
They do.
We're going to talk some NBA. We're going to talk about them Nova Knicks. We got a lot to break down. Plus, I got some funny hardwood. Don't touch that out. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Bartlett Small Engine has been serving quality power equipment since 1970. They have a full line of power equipment, parts, and services for most makes and models. Bartlett Small Engines has the best brands in the power tool industry, and they're all American made. Bartlett Small Engine is your can-do store. 6780 Summer Avenue. Call 901-386-9779.
Bartlett Small Engine has free pickup and delivery both at your home and curbside for lawnmowers, blowers, edgers, and any small engine. Call 901-386-9779.
It's time to get to Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, where we're celebrating the 75th anniversary sales event, and it's time you got your new V-Dub on. Get ready to take your pick of 2024 Taos S, or 2024 Tiguan S, or 2024 Jetta Sport. Your choice, $279.99 a month. Pick the right Volkswagen for you at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown. Plus 1.9 for 60 months on all Atlas and Atlas Sports. Or get 2024 Atlas Cross Sport SE for $33,988. So get it done and be ready to ride at Gossett Volkswagen Germantown, 7420 Winchester Road. Online, GossettVWG.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 36-month lease, 7,500 miles per year. Taos RMO 51756, MSRP 26063. Tiguan RM 103,910, MSRP 31363. Jetta RMO 48802, MSRP 25506. Cross Sport RC 236,449, MSRP 38,981. Includes $3,000 rebate. Cannot be combined with special APR. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit dealer stock only.
Angie's List is now Angie, and we've heard a lot of theories about why.
I thought it was an eco move. Fewer words, less paper.
No, it was so you could say it faster.
No, it's to be more iconic.
Must be a tech thing.
But those aren't quite right. It's because now you can compare upfront prices, book a service instantly, and even get your project handled from start to finish.
Sounds easy.
It is, and it makes us so much more than just a list. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your buddy Johnny Radio. I'm here with Mark, the owner of Dyer's, out in Collierville's historic town square, where they've been cooking up them burgers since 1912, the old-fashioned way. Mark, what's going on in life? I see you got your 4 kids with you. What do they love about Dyer's?
Man, they love everything about Dyer's. They love all the great food that we serve, and they really like eating our good food and watching some of their favorite sports.
Braden, what do you like at Dyer's?
I like a bacon burger with fries, a milkshake, and with a Tigers game in the background.
Carter, who's your favorite football team?
The Carolina Panthers, and just with some macaroni with that sounds amazing.
My man Beckham, what's your favorite food over at Dyer's?
We like the double cheeseburgers.
Kinley, what is your favorite dish over at Dyer's?
Daddy's cheeseburgers and the Dallas Cowboys game in the background.
Just remember, everybody, bring your family, bring your friends, bring your team out and eat at our place.
So head on over to Dyer's in Collierville's historic town square.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Hernando, Little Rock, and Cleveland, Mississippi specializes in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds. Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
That's one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with you on a beautiful hump day. Weather's absolutely gorgeous, and we got wall-to-wall ball. We got baseball starting at 12:15. It's in 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes, man. 10 minutes, man. We took the first 5. The Arizona Diamondbacks. They are playing the terrible Cardinals. I don't think Dacus bet on this one. You don't bet against your Cardinals, do you?
No. I try not to.
Well, good for you, buddy. You're a real fan. We also got the Mets and the Giants today at 2:45. The Red Sox, the Guardians are the first one at 5:10 in the evening. A lot of basketball tonight, so we're going to break down tons of stuff, and we're just going to have a wonderful afternoon. But we also had some news about the Memphis Tigers, and I got some really crazy Hardwood stories today, by the way. Some crazy stuff about, the women's game, has blown up. And you saw the fat bag that Caitlin Clark got from Nike, right? $28 million.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. And she also has another one, another deal, and I can't remember who it was with, for another $3 million. My girl's making the bank. But with all that, spotlight comes haters, and Antonio Brown is a big one, right?
Yep.
And then over the weekend, I'll talk to you about Hardwood, some video that was leaked of Caitlin Clark, video she didn't take of herself. And then also Paige Beckers. You know who she is, right?
Of course.
Former UConn girl. Both of these young women, by the way, are now in the WNBA. The Indiana Fever got the UConn star, and Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark went to the Indiana Fever.
Paige Beckers isn't in the WNBA.
And Paige Beckers still at UConn.
She's still at UConn.
Okay,
right.
but both are studs. They played each other in
Right.
the Final Four, the semifinal game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she is going back to UConn. Yeah, because she's been there 4 years and they haven't won a natty since she's been there. And she'd be the only person that's been there 4 years and a stud that didn't get a natty.
That's right.
Good luck next year, dear. You're going to need it. But also, there's some compromising video of her, and it's not compromising by any means. But I'm going to talk about it in Hardwood, and it also correlates to Billie Eilish. So if you know any Billie Eilish news, put it with Paige Beckers, and then you'll kind of figure out where I'm going. But I do have to say, we are going to start talking a little bit real quick with Bryant Dacus. And I got to ask you something. It's not tonight. I'm trying to find a 3-game parlay because I got a profit boost of 50% that expires tomorrow. So I need to put it in. I can use any games across any windows. And there's a game that I look at and it feels like this should be a lock. It should be. And I'm talking about tomorrow night's game. I was thinking to myself, the 76ers choked that game away. I still can't get over what I saw with the Knicks and 76ers. And I pulled that one out of my keister. That's one of the luckiest wins. They scored the final 8 points. And what was it, 8 points in 27 seconds?
Yeah. Did you see the last 2-minute report came out yesterday?
Yes, and I feel bad.
Oh, man.
Look, this is the thing that is confusing to me. The whole 2-minute report to me is what's confusing.
Okay.
The NBA, how do you feel if you're a 76ers fan? Does it make you feel better that you lost the game? You lost the game. Does it make you feel better that 24 hours later that they come out with a report and said that they not missed 1 but 2 fouls on Maxey? That also, not only did they miss 2 fouls on Maxey, but also they should have awarded Nick Nurse the timeout. Mm-hmm. Does that make you feel better, or does that just make your rage continue for another day? Because, as a gambler, you have to move on after a loss. I mean, you can't let the last loss beat you in the next game because your mind's all screwed up, brother. You got to stay focused, son. You're like Gordon Gekko up in this joint. Who's Gordon Gekko?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you do. He's Michael Douglas, or you've never seen Gordon Gekko? It's like the movie about Greed is Good.
John, me and Jay Morgan were having this conversation the other day. I think you would be surprised the amount of movies I've not seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Gordon Gekko was the fictional character in, I think it was called Wall Street.
Wall Street it is. I have it pulled up.
Thank you.
John, how would you feel if someone told you that they've never seen The Big Lebowski?
I would say you're an idiot.
I've never seen it.
That makes me
And
really
Jay Morgan
sad.
wanted me to tell you that. So
I'm very disappointed.
Here we are.
The Big Lebowski is it's like that's just one of those movies that you have to see. Golly, I mean the dude, John Goodman's character, Steve Buscemi. Like that is just la 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 la. Anyway, if you saw that, you would know what I'm talking about. That's a great one. You got to check it out. But again, talking about that game, like I don't know how the 2-minute warning the 2-minute report makes me feel. If it just enrages me, I don't know what it does for the 76ers. Knicks have got to be looking at each other all cross-eyed like, yeah. I know I'm smiling at it because I won and I pulled that one out of my tail. But also remember that, sometimes just like in gambling, the 76ers who have a banged-up Joel Embiid, he looks like, he's out there putting in some yeoman's work, and he's trying, but he looks like he's in serious pain. Serious pain. And those Knicks players, you know where they're playing this game at, don't you?
The next game's in Philly, right?
Yeah, and you know who owns Philadelphia?
I don't know who.
That 2018 Nova Knicks team.
Oh, that's right.
Josh Hart, Jalen Brunson, and Dante DiVincenzo all were on that team that beat Michigan in the Natty.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart and DiVincenzo, that group, they led to the Natty. You know that Villanova is located right outside of Philadelphia? So I feel like those guys feel like they're just coming home to play in front of their old Nova fans. And a lot of people, though, I have listened to talk about this game say, well, you just have to understand the Knicks. The reason I really like the 76ers in Game 3 is because they have a bad taste in their mouth. And the role players for the Knicks, they're going to be better at Madison Square Garden than they are going to be on the road. I don't know, man. That's just how this Knicks team is. It's like a different dude every night. Tibbs has got him playing really damn good, and Tibbs takes a beating because he always has his team, going after every single win during the regular season. But they're up 2-0, stole one at Madison Square Garden, and they're getting 4.5 points. In a total, that's only 202.5. I kind of feel like throw that bad boy in the parlay because I feel like if you haven't noticed, if you look at the early window for Thursday's game, most of the money is pouring in on Philadelphia. Actually, the public's done pretty well in these NBA playoffs, if you hadn't noticed, which is also weird. Usually the public doesn't do as well as they've been doing, but damn, with all these home teams destroying people, they've been taking care of business. So I feel like I want to throw the Knicks in there. And then I look back tonight because you got to have 3 games, okay?
That's right. For this, it's a boost.
50% parlay boost up to $1,000 bet. Not that I'm going to throw $1,000 on a 3-game
I wouldn't put it past you, John. I don't know.
But I'm not. I'm not going to do it with the Knicks. I'm trying to just get a little bit of love and some value. The Pelicans and the Thunder game. I don't think I can touch that with a 10-foot pole. I have no idea. That's why I love the inline betting. But this is not one of those in-live bets. This is like 3 bets that you got to put in, and I've not seen you open your mouth that wide in a long time. That's kind of scary. What happened? Did you break your toe?
No, I didn't break my toe. Good Lord, I'm flustered now. Blake Snell just got scratched.
Oh,
wow! So he's not throwing tonight or this afternoon. I wonder who they're throwing instead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you off topic.
No, because I got already bet on dead gum the Mets.
It might get voided.
I bet it's going to be Walker.
It is Walker.
Well, that actually doesn't make me feel really good very much.
First start of the season for him.
Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. Well,
I think we still go with the Mets.
Mets in the first 5. I wonder if they changed anything on my bet. I have to look at that during the break.
You had first 5? They'll definitely void it, I think.
They are going to void it, aren't they?
Yeah, I would hope so at least.
I also did put them in for the full game, but anyway, back to the NBA. My bad. The Nova Knicks on the road I like, but then again tonight this might seem crazy, but how can you not take the Heat in 14.5 points?
It's the Celtics, John. I agree with you, but man, you never know with that Celtics team. They can come out and drop, beat you by 25.
Miami lost by 20 points the other night. Oh, thank you very much. Are you sure it was 20?
Yeah.
Okay, lost by 20 the other night. That was, like that's the first game of the series, blah, blah, blah. Like you can say almost anything about it. But, like, I just feel like this Heat team, they know that they got to come out there and let it all hang out. They're going to make adjustments. Who's great at making adjustments? Oh, that would be Eric Spoelstra.
Yeah.
They're going to have a different game plan. They're going to try and implore something, and I just don't see Miami having another 14-point quarter. Like that third quarter that they had against Boston, they are not a great shooting team, but I don't know how they shot up so many bricks that quarter. I don't know how they didn't break the rim. It was just it was ugly offensive basketball. And then they come out there and then they go absolutely crazy in the fourth quarter and drop 35. I think they're going to be a little bit more balanced tonight. I think Bam's going to go off. I like him getting his. So I'm looking at taking the 14.5. Thing is, who do I put with that third?
Good question.
Do I take the Cubs as that third play?
I don't know.
The Cubs right now, +1. Oh, no, Cubs are right now. Damn it, it's gone to -115. Cubs -115. Tyon on the bump in Wrigley. Astros have been terrible. Terrible way. They've been terrible all year. Astros have been the biggest disappointment in baseball. This is one of the most consistent teams. Yes, they were cheaters back then, but then they kept winning and winning and winning, and you didn't even care about their cheating because Altuve and Springer and Yordan Alvarez and Justin, like they balled. But this team ain't that. I love the Cubs. That's who is it? We're going Cubs. We're going Heat +14. And do you think that it's a bad... Man, do I throw tomorrow night's action in because I like the Nova Knicks? Or is there a better play?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Come on, man. You got to have something for me.
I don't got anything for you right now.
What about the Nuggets on the money line in La La Land?
I don't. I wouldn't take that. No, thank you.
So you're... After the Lakers blew a 20-point lead.
I mean, 20-point lead. And
by the way, don't ever call LeBron LeClutch.
LeGoat.
LeBum. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, no. Dude, LeBron is not good at, like, game-winning shots or to take a lead or, like, how dumb of a play was it him to shoot that three-pointer when Kentavious Caldwell-Pope fell down? The reason they lost is because he pulled up that big brick and then gave them the ball back so they can go shoot and win the game and walk off the court. LeBrick. LeBrick. Wide open three. 13 seconds left on the clock. You could have the last shot. Nope. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull that trigger. Shoot up a hell of a brick. And we're just going to let them take care of business.
I think my biggest takeaway from that game was the fact that the Lakers got up by 20 in Denver. That's huge. And that's why I wouldn't take Denver money line.
By the way, the police are now looking for Jokic's brother.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, how about that?
I mean, it's not going to be like a big deal, but I told you, Joker's brother punched some dude in the stands the other night.
I saw the video after you talked about it.
Yeah,
my phone was listening to me. No, not really.
I like it.
I like it.
I like it. Oh, and by the way, we have so many stories that are going on. By the way, did you see that Reggie Bush is getting back Vince Young's Heisman
Let's give
trophy?
a round of applause to the Heisman Trophy Committee for finally getting it right.
They were supposed to give that to Vince Young that year. There's no way. That's Vince Young's Heisman.
So we're not...
I thought they took it away from him to give it to damn Vince Young because I didn't know. I'm just kidding. I know it was because he took improper benefits and now they've come around.
So we're not applauding the Heisman Trophy.
No, I mean, I'm glad that Reggie Bush is getting actually his Heisman. He deserves it. It's stupid, blah, 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 blah. Johnny Manziel, I wonder how much him saying that he was going to, he wasn't going to have anything to do with the Heisman or the Heisman committee until they reinstated Reggie Bush's. It was just 1 month ago he said that, and then all of a sudden a month later now, Reggie Bush has got his Heisman back. But if anybody is my age or older, they will remember that season where Vince Young in Texas walked off that natty
That's right.
on USC's face. And Vince Young, while Jeff Fisher was the worst coach in the world that he could have ever played for, and he probably, ruined his career. When Vince Young was at Texas, man, bro, he was cold-blooded.
Different.
So different.
I found this, and I don't know if it's like a station that everybody gets.
2005 Heisman should have been Vince Young's.
I don't know if this is a channel that everybody gets, but it's a channel that I get on my television, and I think my brother found the channel, actually. But all it is it will show football games, college football games, from guys that ended up being like either great in college or great in the pros, mainly great in the pros. So like this one day I was watching it, it was like some Louisville game where Lamar Jackson went off and like ran for over 100 yards and threw for like 300 or something like that. Tony Romo, when he was in the FCS, playing in like the FCS championship game where he went
Illinois,
off.
What was it?
It was like Eastern Illinois or something like that.
Illinois,
Yeah, some crazy. There was another one where it was Isaiah Pacheco when he was at Rutgers versus Michigan when Aiden Hutchinson was there. And so you get it's a cool channel, and it's got all these like.
What is this channel?
You know, I brought it up, and I don't know what the name of the channel is.
Now
I can find it for you. Give me some time, and I'll find it.
I'll give you a little time. By the way, speaking of the channel, the only reason I brought you kind of just made me remember because we didn't talk with Dustin. So after True TV, after I'm watching basketball,
Owl came on.
Yeah, it's Women of Wrestling. It was wild, bro.
Was it? What is it like?
It's all women wrestling.
So it's like its own thing.
No. There's no men wrestlers. It's all women wrestlers.
But I'm saying, like, I've seen some shows where it's like we're gonna celebrate women in wrestling. This is like an actual circuit that's only women wrestling.
This is like Wow. It's called Wow Presents or something. Man, it's on True TV. All I know is just women after women after women wrestling and them talking smack back there. And
interesting.
Like you had the trucker women. The mother truckers versus, somehow. Anyway, I was stuck on it, and I was like, Dustin's on tomorrow, so I'm going to see what the hell this crazy thing is.
And then you couldn't take your eyes off.
And I couldn't. It was pretty wild. It was wild. Damn, I almost got into a little bit of Hardwood story stuff.
D-backs have bases loaded with no out in the top of the first.
Hey,
that's what
serious?
you want, yeah.
Are you being serious?
I'm being 100% serious.
You're saying bases loaded with nobody
no out. Christian Walker to the plate.
Christian Walker! You better be that hitting first baseman that I believe you can be. Just put that ball in play, son. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be a good... Please
Sack
be a
fly.
granny. Hey, I'll take it. We got one.
Sack fly. 1-0 D-backs with one out.
D-backs. D-backs. We got the D-backs on the first five, by the way.
You do.
Let's go Diamondbacks. Now, we're going to take a quick timeout, but before we do, I have to remind you of something good. When you win some money, you should probably go down to Frontier Western Store because your money goes further at Frontier Western Store. And you can not only buy stuff for yourself, but your whole family, your friends, all of your loved ones, because they have a children's department, they have a ladies' boutique, they have a men's section, and they have the largest boot showroom around. It's really simple. You go down there. If you want Western boots or work boots or dress boots, if you want to go to, is it Morgan Wallen they just had down in Oxford?
That's right. He was in Oxford over the weekend.
You can't go to a Morgan Wallen concert without a pair of boots on, right?
That's right.
Like, you walk up in there in some Skechers, they're going to be like, bro, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. If you're walking, dude... Got a question for you. Little joke that we're about to do. I don't know if I can say this on the radio.
I don't know if you can either.
Do you know which joke it is? It has to do with those, what are the ugly shoes that all, Crocs?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I like Crocs.
Oh, yeah, I can't say that on the radio because I was going to say, what do Crocs and, how can I word this without getting an FCC violation? Damn it. I can't do it.
Huh.
I want to tell this joke because it's so funny. But my point is, you ain't going to be walking out of Frontier Western Store with no Crocs on. No, you're going to get some boots, brother. Hey, they have work boots. Like, say you got to go to the office and look real good. You got your suit on. Maybe you got them nice jeans with the button-up shirt. They got all that down there. They got it at Frontier Western Store. They have more jeans than you can shake a stick at. They got all the summer fashions. Their ladies' boutique. Your girl's going to be on fleek. Heck, Chas loves going down to Frontier Western Store before we go to Oxford because you know you got to look good when you in the Grove. Man, just look good always. So always go to Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road down in Olive Branch. And don't forget, you can shop there online at frontierwesternstore.com. It's really easy to navigate. You go there, you can shop by brand. You can shop by men's sections, women's, children. You can shop by sales item. It's so easy to navigate. And the cool thing is after you find what you need, place your little order, pay your cash, bing, bang, boom, they ship it out within 24 hours, so it arrives extremely quick. Frontier Western Store and frontierwesternstore.com. We got Wood on the other side,
John,
bro.
I found the channel.
What is it?
Origin Sports.
What'd you just say?
Origin Sports.
Oh, buddy, my ears aren't working.
I'm sorry about that.
I was about to say, I can't tell this joke, and you're talking about
I see what
multiples.
you thought I said. Interesting. No, Origin Sports right now. Well, I don't know what's on right now because it's not. It says it's Justin Herbert versus Wisconsin, but it's not.
Orgy Sports.
Justin, I did not. Coming up, Justin Jefferson and Joe Burrow versus Jalen Hurts and CeeDee Lamb. How about that?
Is this on actual TV
I don't
or
know.
is this on the internet?
This is on TV. You may be able to find it on the internet. I have DirecTV streamed though, so it's like a streaming of DirecTV. But I'm sure if it's on here, it's on DirecTV. If you have DirecTV, I just don't know what channel it is. But tomorrow, I'm guessing because of the NFL draft, they're doing the draft prospects. So you got Jaden Daniels versus Florida, J.J. McCarthy versus TCU, Jaden Daniels versus Florida again.
J.J. McCarthy versus TCU was terrible. Remember, 3 interceptions in the first quarter.
Wow, so maybe you're going to see the good and the bad. Caleb Williams versus TCU, C.J. Stroud and Marvin Harrison versus Georgia.
Ooh, Brock Bowers and Marvin Harrison both on the field at the same time.
Yeah, so that will be it's a good channel. I mean, it really is fun.
Damn, I kind of like that. And one more time, what was it called?
Origin.
Sports. Yeah, I have the wrong word in my head.
Well, that'll be good for you to remember. You'll just remember what you thought I said, and then hopefully you'll be able to piece it all together.
Take out the Y and add IN.
Bingo.
Got you, brother. Arizona's up 1-0. Dead gummit. They only got one.
Yeah, they turned a double play. The Cardinals did.
They did get one. They're going down to the bottom of the first. Brandon Donovan, I'm sure, will be leading things off against Jordan. What did I say? Brandon.
Same thing. Tomato. It's a terrible name anyway.
Well, you know why I said Brandon? Because I think I like that. Hold on. What is it? What up, Brandon? What do they say?
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. How did you know that?
Because I've seen people post
It's so funny, though.
Social
when
media.
I found out what it was, and then they showed a clip where one day he was on a TV show and said, "Let's go, Brandon." Like, he was like, "Yeah, let's go, Brandon." And it was actually, it's like F the J to the B, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love the crazy world we live in today. Hopefully you're going to come back and hear more about how nuts this world is, because I got a lot of wood. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
You can't say that.
But it's true.
You just made that up.
No, I didn't. You can get to any Central Barbecue location from anywhere in Memphis in 10 minutes, depending on traffic.
You made that up.
Try me.
Bartlett.
The Summer Avenue Central Barbecue.
Germantown.
Not Memphis, but the Poplar location.
South Memphis.
Downtown.
Olive Branch.
Again, not Memphis, but the South Haven Central Barbecue.
I still don't think you say you can get to there any of them in 10 minutes.
Well, that's why it's depending on traffic.
This is hard to believe, but the Hyundai Santa Fe is actually better. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? The 2024 Santa Fe is new, top to bottom, and even better than before. It's almost as big as the Palisade, so roomy, and now it's got a standard third row. Everybody's clamoring for that. And it's the best SUV when it comes to the ride than ever before. You know how with SUVs you love it because you're sitting high, but you don't get that luxury kind of ride like a sedan? You do with the 2024 Santa Fe. It's the best riding SUV ever, and it's quiet. It's the ultimate family car. All you've got to do to be sold is to test drive it. The people at Homer Skelton Hyundai are saying, come try it. You'll love it. Homer Skelton Hyundai, right at the corner of Highway 78 and Craft Road. First exit in Mississippi. Go see the ultimate SUV, the 2024 Santa Fe.
This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Bensdorf Realtors. I'm often called Shell Done because I sell homes and work with buyers, and I get the job done. There are 7 keys to successfully selling your home quickly at a great price. First, call me. I do my research and advise you on preparation, presentation, and proper pricing that gets you the activity to get the best price. Follow my advice and it can happen. I did mention 7 keys to a successful sale, didn't I? Well, if you use the first key, calling or emailing me, you really don't need the next 6 keys. Remember, that's Shell Dunn Rosengarten at 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. If you don't need me now, write it down for later or for a friend. That's Shell Dunn at 483-0546 at MemphisRelocate.com. Do it now, and who knows, you may hear your home advertised here. Remember, as bad a golfer as I am, when selling homes, Shell Dunn gets it done.
Looking for an engagement ring that'll really knock her socks off? You need to be at Genesis Diamonds.
It's such a privilege at Genesis Diamonds for us to work with the world's finest designers, to be able to offer brands like Tacori and Verragio, and we're excited to be able to give you something nobody else can.
Genesis Vice President David Cooper.
The craftsmanship, the detail, the quality, the individuality is bar none better than anything else.
Genesis has been selected as an exclusive provider for every top designer from New York and California, with over 4,000 rings to choose from. And if that's not enough, they can create something that's truly one of a kind.
We can custom craft you literally anything you can imagine. We have the capabilities to realize any dream you have. Things that other stores may call new, we've been doing for 3, 4, and even 5 years already.
So don't settle for a ring with a stale design or with inferior craftsmanship. Let Genesis help you get the look, the quality, and the value you deserve.
I'm David Cooper from Genesis Diamonds, and I'm excited to see you in our showroom.
On Poplar at Perkins Extended.
Do you have an invention idea but don't know what to do next? Call InventHelp today. We have representatives nationwide and services to showcase your invention. Get started today.
Call 1-800-217-4380. That's 1-800-217-4380.
Hey, Mid-South! Discover your new ride at Gossett Kia on the Pike. You want it? We Gossett with 2024 Kia Forte LXS. 41 MPG Highway, $199 a month, $34.99 due at signing. How about 2023 Kia EV6 Wind, rear-wheel drive, $249 a month. Plus, Gossett Kia's got 2024 Telluride LX front-wheel drive, $369 a month. Both $39.99 due at signing, all 24-month lease. And you'll always find peace of mind with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. So stop what you're doing and call Bobby J, because he's ready to put you in a new Kia today. That's Gossett Kia, 1900 Covington Pike, online, KiaCovingtonPike.com.
If you want it, we Gossett at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 650 acquisition P, 30,000 miles per year, 20 cents excess mileage. Forte RE756 120, MSRP 22,320, EV6 P56 03393, MSRP 50,200, Telluride RG5 1041, MSRP 37,935. Includes all rebates and incentives. Must finance through Hyundai. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 4/30/2024. Dealer stock only.
4.9 liter V8, 0 to 60, and I'm about to find out.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with Bryant Dacus all day long, all day strong. It is a beautiful Wednesday. We got day baseball going on. Arizona's up 1-0 currently over the Cardinals. We're betting all over the place. On the other side of this little segment here, we'll be giving you our final bets for the day. We've talked a lot of hoops, talked a lot of baseball, talked a little NFL draft. You've heard my thoughts on Caleb Williams versus Jaden Daniels. I don't think I'm the only person that feels like this, but I don't know. I haven't been hearing too many people out there who are nearly as scared of Caleb Williams as I am. Maybe I'm just crazy. Who knows? I probably am. Oh, well. But I will tell you one thing that I'm crazy about. I'm crazy about Tito's. I think Tito's is the best spirit around, and I'm not the only one. They have won more Dead Gum Awards than anybody I know. When it comes to the Spirit Awards, Tito's, they're racking them up. Gold medal winner. They also won the double gold medal at the World Spirits Competition. They were the judges' trophy for the chairman's trophy for the world's best vodka tonic. They win, they win, they win. And the cool thing about Tito's is it's all about what's inside. Because it's got no frills, no flavors, no fancy labels. It's just the good stuff. And that's Tito's handmade vodka, which is 6 times distilled, then done the old school way, stilled in classic copper pots after it's 6 times distilled. It's made in small batches. I mean, Tito Beveridge came up with the recipe, taste tested, gave to a few friends, then taste tested again, and he kept working on until he found the perfect recipe. Then he put his whole life into it, and damn it, he did it. He made the best vodka in the world. It's so good you can drink it neat. It's so good you can make a martini or a Cosmo or a vodka cranberry. You can drink it by the pool. You can drink it at the bar. You can drink it everywhere but in your damn car. Get your Tito's on today. And remember one thing. If life hands you lemons, don't freak out, don't fret, don't stress. Just make a lemon drop. Make sure it's with the best. That's Tito's handmade vodka. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Maine. Women's sports are getting thrust into the basically the stratosphere from compared to where they were, covered. I'm all for it. I love everything that's going on. I think Caitlin Clark is awesome. I know Paige Beckers, the women's soccer teams. You got the girls out there fighting. Like women's sports is blowing up. And I think everybody and their grandmother needs to support women's sports. I love it. I got a daughter who's a cheerleader down in Oxford. She loves it. Loves competing. Loves that's the thing. A lot of people, if you didn't play sports, it's not necessarily all about sport. It's the relationships that you make. It's being a part of a team. Like, there's just so many wonderful things that go into being involved with sports. Now, when you get to an elite level, like a Caitlin Clark, a Paige Beckers, for some reason, there's always people who come out there to do a little bit of hate. And there's been a lot of that lately around Caitlin Clark. You had the Antonio Brown situation where, he said her first Nikes were going to be, what would they call them? The Air Fur Ones. Says all kinds of things about her being hairy and stuff like this. Like, just going out there and just taking shots because Antonio Brown, one, does have CTE and he is crazy. But, it's negative attention. And then you have idiots who are out there and follow her. And did you see where somebody posted a picture where they videotaped and took a picture of her taking a shower? It wasn't her. Put it out there. You remember Angel Reese? They used artificial intelligence to go after Angel Reese and put her picture on different people's bodies and go out there and basically kind of almost, I don't know if they're trying to shame them or if they think it's funny or what they're doing, but, it's not all that cool. And then this weekend, did you see what happened to Paige Becker?
I did not, no.
Well, Paige Becker and her I know she's been one of the more famous basketball players in college sports for a long time.
Sure.
But college women's athletics, especially women's basketball, has never been where it is right now.
Right.
I don't know how long it can sustain. Maybe it can continue to go. Caitlin Clark is like the MJ. Like golf, I don't even give a damn about golf anymore because guess what? Tiger Woods don't play. Scotty Scheffler's boring. Rory, I can't stand. Like, I don't really like any of the golfers other than, like, my real cool Ricky Fowler, but he's not any good. I just like him because he's cool. But, like, I was playing golf, and I was all up in some golf when Tiger Woods was around. I'm Tiger Woods, y'all. I'm Tiger Woods, y'all. So I'm not sure. Maybe Caitlin Clark can carry this thing. It's going to continue to catch. But one thing that's always going to be is, like, the haters. And the sad thing is Paige Becker, I feel like, was really violated in a terrible way this week. Because she's out there living her life, and Paige was with another woman, and they were seen, I guess you would say, kind of, I don't think it's a compromising position unless Paige Beckers has never come out to her friends or her family. And obviously she hadn't had come out because it's obviously she's with another woman and they're, intimate. You could tell that they like each other. You know what I'm saying? And they post this video of her, and of course, then she has to address it. And I do have to say, though, the one thing, Paige addressed it so well. Because, again, she said how much she appreciates her family and her friends, and she didn't want it to come out this way by any means. But she also came out there and posted this. She said, "The devil works hard, but God and the people around me work way harder. The outpouring of love and support from the women's basketball community is unreal. Love y'all. Support women in sports always." And just kind of left it at that. Very, very classy. But why is it like, I don't know why. Maybe this is going to sound sexist, and I'm not trying to sound sexist. But like when Drizzy or Drake or Antonio Brown or these people do stupid stuff and they go out there and attack them and say things like, I don't feel bad for talking ish about someone like that, but just like a sweet girl trying to live her life, not trying to draw attention to herself, trying to go out there and get her education, make as much money as she can, and play a game that she loves. And then people come and attack them in a different way. It's not just like, oh, he can't play or this. It's like, oh, look, she's a lesbian.
Right.
Oh, Caitlin Clark, she's hairy. Angel Reese, what you look like under them clothes. Like, it's just on a different level, is it not?
No, it 100% is.
Even the Greg Doyle thing, like, was kind of weird. Do you remember the Caitlin Clark,
Greg Doyle? It was
Greg
extremely
Doyle?
weird. Not just a little weird. It was extremely weird.
Given the heart symbol and like, oh, if you give that to me, we're gonna get along just fine or something. I mean, like, is it just there's a lot of dudes who just because they've been behind a typewriter and they don't know how to do anything and they're on a computer now, they just don't know how to talk to women and they're just weirdos?
Maybe.
Like, I don't know, man. I just find that stuff to be absolutely insane. And I actually felt really bad for Paige. I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I did laugh because I'm very childish. The Antonio Brown, wow, I think it is terrible. Dude, the Air Fur ones and him actually putting the shoe out, I laughed at that. Did you laugh?
I did not.
You didn't get even like I still feel bad for laughing, but I'm like, damn.
But you did it anyway.
But damn, son, that was kind of funny. Like, I mean, because he was doubling down on in the mean thing that he said, but at least he came back with the second one in somewhat of a funny way. Yeah, I'm childish. Sorry about that.
Tell me something we didn't know, you know?
Ooh, I'm so glad that I have daughters because they're nurturing and I think they help raise me. I think they've made me a much better person too. What do you think?
I think so.
Good. All right. So now we have to get into some wild stuff that's going on. And do you know, where did you go? Where is my little thing? Here it is. Couldn't think of his name. It's Brendan Paul. Do you remember Brendan Paul? He's the former Syracuse basketball player.
Yeah.
Who became Puff Daddy's associate, is what they say. He became basically his drug dealer. Or, no, not a drug dealer. He just was the dude who was always holding the drugs. So when they went and the feds went to the airplane of Puff Diddy, which he was about to board, and it was a private jet, and stopped him, remember, they searched them all. And he had cocaine and weed and all kinds of drugs on him, right? Well, now Diddy's in a little bit of trouble because the former Syracuse basketball player has now been hit with a felony drug count. Felony drug counts aren't really good, buddy. That's looking at actual time. Like, you're not just going to, like, Fed time, by the way, you do 85% of Fed time. You ain't getting, like, a day and a half every day. Like, every day that you serve, you're not getting a day and a half. You're not going to do 60%. You ain't going to do 50%. If you're doing Fed time, you're doing at least 85% of your time. Fed time, don't play. And again, this is a 25-year-old kid. Like, realistically, he's 25-year-old assistant to P. Diddy. Do you really think that he's not looking out for himself?
Gotta be.
And I mean, like, dude, like, he's gonna roll, don't you think? Like, this is where I feel like the whole, like, P. Diddy, if you didn't know, if you've been under a rock, he's being investigated for sex trafficking, for illegal gun possession and gun, like, sales or something. I don't know. Something about gun charges. A ton of other crimes. Sexual deviancy, basically, is what I'm called, because I mean, they're looking at, like, all kinds of sexual issues with that fool. And plus, he's also having civil cases going on where he, like, his former producer is saying some crazy stuff about him. But right now, like, we haven't heard a whole lot from the feds. And again, when you raid two houses and go to the airport, I figured that we would know a lot more by now. But the fact that this came out, that they are charging him federally, makes me feel like they are going to lean on this kid to give them inside information and say, hey, you looking at 10 years Fed time, son. You want to get out of jail when you're 35 years old, or do you just want to say, tell us the truth on the did he? Did he or didn't he? More than likely he did. So I feel like that is going to be absolutely crazy. Don't you think so?
Oh, I'm with you on that. I mean, that's gonna be wild for sure.
That is going to be buck wild. And did you hear this, buddy? You know, damn, man. You know how crazy the Boeing situation is?
The planes, right?
Yeah, the 737s, man, the Supermax things.
Yeah.
Man, they had another situation yesterday.
You're kidding.
Had to make an emergency landing in South Africa. Like, bro.
What happened?
Their wheel fell off. Do you not remember this just happening 2 weeks ago? What was it, in Washington or something?
I do.
Like, bro, can we please put the wheels on the landing gear?
And that's terrifying. I mean, tell me something else that is more scary than being on an airplane in the air and something happens to the airplane.
So the wheel, by the way, not only did one of the wheels shoot off, it malfunctioned and it wouldn't even completely open, and somehow it also caused damage to the wing. All I know is, man, these damn Boeings right now. And you know about the guy who was about to supposedly talk in court the next day about Boeing, the whistleblower? Quote, committed suicide.
What? I did not hear this.
You didn't know that?
You're kidding.
Yes, the whistleblower who was like blowing the lid off of that the day before he was supposed to testify was found dead in his hotel room.
And they said it was a suicide.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I did not hear about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, this whole, man.
This isn't even like
and you've never
fake
been
emotion. This is crazy.
You've never been in an airplane before in your life,
and try to get me on one now.
I was going to say, I have a feeling that this is going to screw you forever.
Yeah.
You are never getting on an
Boeing.
airplane. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. And let's see, do I have time for one more? No?
Maybe a quick one.
Well, no, there ain't nothing I do quick.
That's why I said no.
So we are going to take a very quick timeout. I'll tell you the funny story tomorrow. Don't worry. We got a Thursday. Tomorrow we're going to be talking a ton of NFL draft. We got Evie Van Pelt. We got Isaac Simpson talking NBA. Tomorrow's a busy show, and Hardwood will obviously be good. But we are going to take a small timeout because on the other side, it's all about making money on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Guns, guns, and more guns. Over 700 firearms in stock. Home defense guns, old guns, new guns, used guns, big guns, little guns. Every gun you can think of, Classic Arms has them. All brands like Glock, Sig, Colt, Ruger, Smith & Wesson, Browning, Beretta, Benelli, Remington, Winchester, and more. Guaranteed lowest prices in town. Only gun importer in the Mid-South. Free gun inspections and appraisals and free bore sighting for the upcoming deer season. Shop online at ClassicArmsOfMemphis.com or visit Classic Arms at 1740 Germantown Parkway behind Corky's Barbecue in Cordova.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Is your home screaming for an upgrade? Listen closely because Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing is about to make your day. First up, say goodbye to cold showers and hello to endless hot water with our tankless water heater upgrade. Not only does it save space and energy, but it also keeps the hot water flowing exactly when you need it. And here's the kicker. Switch from your old tank to a sleek, efficient tankless water heater now, and Choate's will hand you a $500 credit. Yep, you heard that right, $500 back in your pocket. But wait, there's more. more. Clogged drains are a hassle no homeowner wants to deal with. With Choate's special offer, get your drains cleared for just $93 or it's absolutely free. That's our guarantee to make it drain or you don't pay a dime. So why wait? Call Choates today at 347-8086 or visit us online at choateshvac.com. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
By texting 64000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Babbel. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at babbel.com/TNC.
I want to learn how to cook, but I keep ordering takeout.
Accomplishing goals is hard, but when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. In just 15 minutes a day, Babbel will help you start having conversations in as little as 3 weeks. So when someone asks, "How's your French going?" you can say,
Babbel facilite grandement l'apprentissage d'une nouvelle langue.
Now try Babbel free. Just text radio to 64,000. Text radio to 64,000.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It's time to get charging in your new Charger from Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike during our Dodge Power Shot days, and it's your last call to charge forward and pay less. New 2023 Dodge Charger SXT, we Gossett at $27,599, $27,599, or $419 a month. That's $10,000 off MSRP. Plus 2023 Dodge Charger Scat Pack, now $7,000 off MSRP, or $659 a month. And get to Gossett during Ram Truck Month. 2024 Ram 2500 Tradesman Crew Cab, $6,000 off MSRP. Plus 0% for 72 months on select models. So drive past the rest and come to the best. Gossett Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram Fiat on the Pike. Online, GossettMotorCars.net.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 75 months at 8.99. Charger PH 636,167, MSRP 37,715. Scat PH 612,877, MSRP 55,110. Ram RG 19,347.2, MSRP 65,925. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695. Excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit dealer stock only.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. We got baseball on right now. Diamondbacks still up 1-0 on the Cardinals. We got 2 more innings, brother. 2 more innings. 1-0 after 5, and I'll be a happy man because we have the Diamondbacks on the first 5. Mets game, my bet has been canceled. Just got a little touch on them in the game. Don't like them nearly as much now that Blake Snell's not starting because I've been fading them. Got to lean on Baltimore minus the 130. Not like something that I love. Not something that I just absolutely love, but there is one that I love. Man, Braves minus 1.5. Do you know the Marlins have not scored in Truist Park this year? They have Monday and Tuesday, no runs. Hell, they had 8 hits against Bryce yesterday and still couldn't get a run across the plate.
Wow.
Like, this is just a team that just does, they're anemic. They don't like to score. And you know what the Braves like to do?
Score.
Score. They're like Hugh Hefner back when he was like in his 50s. Like, damn. They're getting it done. So I'm loving me the Braves minus the 1.5. I like that a lot as well. Man, there's a few other plays that I'm kind of into. What one I was just talking to you about that I liked?
You said I forgot. We were talking Braves. I forgot another game you said.
One other thing I did want to mention, by the way. Oh, yeah, I love the Cubs. That's right. We love the Cubs. Jameson Taillon. Astros are terrible. This is not the Astros from just last year and the years past. The Astros team is terrible. Go Cubs, go Cubs. I wanted to mention this. Think about Shohei Ohtani. Have you seen the numbers he's put up this year?
I have, yeah.
Bro, my man moved to a new city joined another organization, had UCL surgery, signed the largest contract in the history of North American sports, got married, been rehabbing his arm so he can prepare to pitch next year, been a victim of a massive theft, cooperated with federal investigators, and he lost his best friend, yet he's still batting .368 with 5 home runs and 13 RBs, 5 stolen bases with an OPS of 1.094 in 95 at-bats. Damn, Shohei. You a bad mamma jamma. I hope y'all have a wonderful hump day tomorrow. We're going busy on the draft, Ole Miss, and NBA. Get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Hey, Mid-South, get to Gossett Mitsubishi Motors Spring Sales Event and get thunderstruck with 43 MPG Highway and 2024 Mitsubishi Mirage. We Gossett for $18,960 or $269 a month. Or hit the open road in your 2024 Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. We Gossett, $28,350 or $379 a month. And adventure starts with 2024 Mitsubishi Outlander SE. We Gossett, $32,765 or $449 a month. Plus, every Gossett Mitsubishi comes with Mitsubishi's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. That's Gossett Mitsubishi, 1870 Covington Pike, online 24/7 at memphismitsubishi.com.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All 84 months Mirage RH00 5921 MSRP 19460, Eclipse RZO 342249 MSRP 29350, Outlander RZO 43754 MSRP 33765, includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month. Dealer stock only.
Mugshots Grill and Bar in Collierville is now open, and the ribbon cutting is April 25th. And Collierville Mugshots is giving away free burgers for a year, a $675 value, no purchase necessary. To enter, follow Mugshots Grill and Bar on Facebook. Like, tag 2 friends, and share. The lucky winner will be announced April 25th. Come by Mugshots Grill and Bar, 656 West Poplar, for half-priced happy hour 2 to 6, Monday through Friday. Mugshots Grill and Bar, now open in Collierville. As always, having a good time.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
If you own a business, you know Luttrell Belting keeps you moving. Luttrell has cost-effective belts, conveyor components, and 24/7 on-site service to keep you operating smoothly. Text or just a phone call away at 800-441-8946 or online at LuttrellBelting.com. Luttrell's Memphis plant stocks belting in nearly every size and finish, and if they don't have it, they'll make it. From ordering to selection, fabrication, and installation, your Luttrell sales rep is there for you. Luttrell Belting keeps you moving.
Looking for sports in all the wrong places? Try the Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square. Fun, friendly, exciting, and comfortable with wall-to-wall TVs for all your favorite games, 24 taps for all your favorite beers, including NA and local craft beers, and an in-front-of-the-wall full bar for all your other favorite beverages, including a full wine list. Add in an upscale menu, patio seating, daily specials, and events, and you found all your sports in the one right place. The Owner's Box Sports Bar and Grill in Lakeland Town Square, Highway 70.
Hey, Jason, my main man, Marshall, what's up over there at Gossett Volkswagen on the Pike?
Well, Randy, we know that one size doesn't fit all at Gossett Volkswagen, so we've got a take-your-pick offer that covers all the bases.
Well, everybody I know, including me, loves choices. So, Jason, what do you got?
How about a 2024 Taos S, 2024 Tiguan S, or a 2024 Jetta Sport? Take your pick for $279.99 a month. Plus 1.9 for 60 months on all Atlas and Atlas Cross Sports. Or get a brand new 2024 Atlas Cross Sport SE for only $33,988. And no reasonable offer will be refused.
Ask for Jason, the main man, Marshall at Gossett Volkswagen, 1875 Covington Pike, or online at GossettVWMemphis.com.
That's Gossett Volkswagen on Covington Pike, where we're charging forward and charging less every day.
All 36-month lease, 7,500 miles per year. Taos RMO 51756, MSRP 26063. Tiguan RM 103,910, MSRP 31363. Jetta RMO 48802, MSRP 25506. Cross Sport RC 236,449, MSRP 38,981. Includes $3,000 rebate. Cannot be combined with special APR. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax, title, and license. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through end of the month with approved credit. Dealer stock only.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis.
Let's get this, let's go!
And now a look at what's trending.
NFL news, NFL Network, the first to report that the Lions and wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown have agreed to a 4-year, $120 million contract extension, with $77 million of that guaranteed. And ESPN, the first to report that the Ravens have signed wide receiver Rashad Bateman to a contract extension that keeps him in Baltimore through the 2026 season. ESPN also saying the Bengals picking up the 5th-year option for wide receiver Jamar Chase. However, one option that will not be picked up is Justin Fields. The Steelers will not be picking up that 5th-year player option, so Fields and Russell Wilson will be entering this year in the final seasons of their contracts. And earlier today, the Heisman Trust announcing that they will be giving Reggie Bush his Heisman Trophy back, citing, quote, enormous changes in the college football landscape. I'm Kevin Wired.
Previously on The Herd.
What is the constant? Been in Philadelphia for 8 years. The constant is MB. And superstars, that's what he's been labeled. I don't know. I've got a higher standard. To be a superstar in the NBA, you have to, once win a second-round playoff series.
A new day in The Herd starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You guys can laugh at me all you want.
This is The Herd.
Oh, yeah.
The Herd.
With Colin Cowherd.
I'm setting the tone.
Best show on radio. This is The Herd.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles. The Herd with Colin Cowherd starts now.
All right, here we go. Draft Eve. Tomorrow at this time is draft day. We've got a lot to talk about. Live in LA, it's The Herd, wherever you may be and however you may be listening. Thanks for making us part of your day. J-Mac, it's a very exciting time on the phone. Working sources last night. Several mock drafts I won't present to America. I presented to myself. I am dizzy with draft fever. I have to go home and hydrate. Draft fever. Wow. Very exciting. And your Mavs won last night.
It's a good night for us. 5-1 with the picks. Yeah, who's bragging?
We're bragging. We get hammered when we're wrong, brag when you're right.
Thank you. Yes.
So I saw a story this morning. Peyton Manning says the Broncos are very interested in J.J. McCarthy, the Michigan quarterback, draft again tomorrow. So I would say about maybe every third draft, not every draft, but about every third draft, second draft, there is a star quarterback, going to be a first-round quarterback, and I just don't get it. I mean, I have my favorites. Ones I like, don't necessarily like as much, but there'll be guys I don't get. I don't get it. Tebow, Johnny Manziel, Mitch Trubisky, Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson. I just didn't get it. I was right in all of them. Don't confuse that with Baker Mayfield. I said that's a starting quarterback in the NFL. I still think he's one of the 20th best quarterbacks on the planet. I thought he was a bit immature. I didn't think he was ready to be a number one pick. I didn't think he was that talented. I thought it was a reach. Daniel Jones, I didn't buy it all. Baker's got talent. He wouldn't have been a guy I would have drafted number one, but he got talent. Don't confuse it with that. So my quarterback this year, that's a star, and I don't get it, is J.J. McCarthy of Michigan. I think he's Mitch Trubisky with a better college coach. He's mobile. He's a nice kid. But his ball dies. His ball dies. He misses easy stuff, misses too many layups. And unless his feet are pointed in the right direction and he is set and he's got time and he can look down his receiver, he's not that accurate consistently. I just don't see it. And again, what I just described, protection, your feet are set, you've got everything ready to deliver, you've got space, that's Michigan. That's not the NFL. In Michigan, you had perfect protection. The kid got sacked like almost never. I think he got sacked like in 13, 14 games. He got sacked like 17 times, once a game. He played with a lead. He had a run game. That is not the NFL. What are you when stuff implodes, when you have to throw moving left, when you have to constantly avoid, even Drew Brees, who didn't have the big arm and wasn't hyper athletic, or Brady, constantly moving within the pocket, constantly having to throw when you're uncomfortable in a muddy pocket. That's not Michigan. McCarthy's not that big. His arm is pretty average. The Ringer's Ben Solak on J.J. McCarthy, Ringer Bill Simmons thing, he said there are some real red flags on his profile. He said, I found his accuracy to the outside really wanting, especially to the left. His velocity starts to tail off. It's very Trubisky. That's what I see. It's very Trubisky, which is worrisome, and his mechanics start to crumble as well. The red flags don't preclude JJ from NFL success. They make him seem a little scheme specific. And I've said this. I think he works in Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and a great left tackle. I think he can work in Michigan. But I don't think he's a top 5 guy ever, and I see a lot of Trubisky.